Hi everybody, friend Cassady with Cassady Online LLC. Today is the Friday, the 28th of February, and I'd like to talk about, I'd like to go into World Profit, grab a creative, and put that on Udemy I have available, and a Weber I have available right now for setting creatives. Um, so that is what I would like to do in the tutorial. Um, for those of you who don't know me, Fran Cassady with Cassady Online LLC, I started the business in 2014. I retired from network engineering with Quest Corporation, now CenturyLink, back in '08, and volunteered for a couple of years. And then started the company, like I said, in 14. I blogged for several years, actually, before I really got into working online and trying to produce an income, basically. I blogged health and fitness and the home-based business in the home-based business niche. So a little bit of background on me, but like to go in and do that tutorial. I think it will add some clarity to the process. So with that introduction, let's go ahead and take a look at the presentation. Okay, let's go into World Profit. And there are several places from which to draw creatives. And what I think I'll do is we've got a page for sales funnels. And these are very interesting. However, I'm thinking that it may not be a good idea to put a page directly to a product offering, although I probably could on a Weber. But what I think I'll do is I think I'll go for signups for World Profit. And there I can go into a site called ClickBank Maximizer. And it sounds like it is ClickBank project oriented, but it is basically more bring in affiliates to World Profit oriented site. But the interesting piece is that they have got, George has got significant ClickBank products in here, some of the best, some of the highest ranked projects within ClickBank. But it will take you to a World Profit sign up page. So if we do the scribble, I think I've got, and that is a terrific ClickBank product. ConversioBot is another. I think I've got them So I'm going to go down the list here and see if I can find a good one. Bitcoin Revolution is probably a pretty good one, pretty relevant one for now. So if I take a look at the creative, let's go into the second creative. It's fairly straightforward. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab that piece of information and set that aside. And then I'm going to go into Aweber. I'm signed in there into one. I've got two lists in there. One I just started, but I've got a lot of customers on one, not a lot, but enough customers on one list where I can go ahead and create a message in the HTML editor. So I will go in there. I forgot to emphasize to go into the HTML editor if you're new to Aweber. Okay, and then we're just going to do a paste in there, and then go ahead and make our URLs active here. Fairly simple. I'll go the other one. And go ahead and paste that one in. Okay, there I go. Now this creative did not give me a ending, so I'm gonna go ahead and put Fran Cassady with Cassady Online LLC, and then I'll go ahead and put a pic in there if I can find one. We'll grab that, and then I'll go to the picture icon, and kind of in the way here. See if I can pull that up a bit. Paste that one in. There we go. Looks good. See if I can grab a title. The gold rush is just starting. I don't particularly care for that, so I'm going to see if I can find a better subject line that's a bit more interesting. I'm just going to put its value continues to go up. I think that might be a little bit more interesting. First, I'll personalize it with the full name, and then put its value continues to go up. Okay, so if I want to preview and test, I can do that. But for the sake, well, let's go ahead and do that, preview and test. And then I can go ahead and send a test message. And here it says your test message has been sent. And then I can do a save and an exit. And that will take me into my messages. And here is the creative that I created. And if I look at send options, I can add that to my follow-up series, which I'll probably come back and do that because I have a different list. But right now, I'm going to add that to, going to schedule a broadcast. Okay, there we are. Do you want to share the message? Yes, I do. It's on this list, active subscribers. I'm not sure why it says don't share with Facebook and Twitter. Let me go ahead and edit that. Facebook disabled. If I pull that down, I've got, you can see several Facebook business pages. I'll go ahead and put that on Start Your Own Biz Now. And for Twitter disabled, I'll go ahead and put that on that's my username for Twitter and apply that. Okay, so now I should be good for sending that out to Twitter and Facebook and active subscribers. And when should I send this out? I mean, I could change that and send that out at midnight, but I generally do not do that. I normally send it out right away. Do you want to tag automations? 0 applied. We'll leave that way, and we'll go ahead and send the message now. Are you sure you want to send it now? Yeah, send it now. There we go. Sending that now. So there we go, sending. You can see it here. So now, what I want to do, if I can go back in there and grab that message, then I can go ahead and put that in Udemy. I'm waiting here for that to be sent. It's taking a little while because it goes through all the customers on that particular list, of course. Okay, let's go ahead and go into Udemy, and that's down a ways here in my favorites. Gotta go all the way down to you. Way down to you. Okay, there we are in Udemy, and what I want to do is I want to add a text message. So go ahead and click that, and I'm going to click on New Swipe. Okay, then I'm going to go back into World Profit and find another creative. There are several good ones, as I explained earlier in the tutorial, that these are picked for the top product offerings in ClickBank. And well, let me show you. Let me just click a link for one of the products. This is called Auto Affiliate Program. I'm going to go ahead and click that link and bring that up. I want to show you what it does. It actually brings up a free product offering that we give away to customers for just providing their name and email. And when they provide their name and email, they become associates with World Profit. Remember I told you that I was going to submit, not a direct product offering, but more of a gather email, name and email type offering. And that's what I'm doing here. And then, so they would, to grab that product from us, from World Profit, they would have to put in their name and email, and then they would get that free product, which are all very good products. And the interesting thing is, all these products are different. So if I do a refresh on this page, you can see it'll refresh and send a totally different product. And that continues. There are hundreds of them, good ones. Now, if the inquirer is looking for that specific program that we are advertising, the auto affiliate program, he would click here. he or she would click here, and that would bring them into the free autoresponder program from ClickBank. Okay, so I want a creative from that. I'm going to go ahead and take creative number 2 that's kind of short. Let's try number 1. Let's take number 1, creative number 1, and this is good because it filled out all of my information. However, in Udemy, I will not be able to use all the secondary information because that solo ad site only allows one URL. So let's go ahead and make the creative, or set the creative in. There it is, and what I want to do is I want to add my business name instead of webmaster. I'm going to go ahead and copy that, and then I'm just going to eliminate the secondary information from this creative, and then set in my company name. Okay, there I have it. Oh, here's another creative which I will not be able to use within this particular platform. So I've got one, and I want to make sure that that is connected properly. So I'm going to go ahead and set that in. Make sure I don't have the double HTTP, and that looks good, so we're good there. Okay, so give myself a little room here. And the subject matter is create passive income streams in 7 minutes. I don't particularly care for that subject. Let's see if I can find another. I'm just going to put giving something away for free is easy. And that might be a little bit more attractive, or a little bit more realistic from my perspective. Okay, so here we go. I got that in. Now, we're looking good. Give something away for free is easy. Okay, and if I do a save, there it is created. It's called a swipe here in Udemy. So there you have it. I sent out a broadcast via a Weber, and that looks good. Sent to 89 subscribers. And this one here, I'm not sending out right away. What will happen, that will go into my swipe list. And then if I go into Solo Ads Deal and hire a vendor, then all of my swipes will appear, and I can choose one of the swipes to use. And so that would probably be high on the list for the next swipe that I will use within Udemy. Okay, so a couple of different platforms I can use for sending emails out here this afternoon. So with that tutorial, I guess that's all I have for this afternoon. I appreciate you watching, and have a great afternoon. Take good care.